Welcome to another connection here on TKO8 Television. I'm Dennis King. Tabitha Odegaard joining me today. Thanks for being with us this week. As always, each week we come into Studio B here and we bring in different organizations, people representing those organizations to talk about things that's important, hopefully, to you out there in the viewing audience. And you're back with me. Thanks for coming back today.
You're welcome, Dennis.
You've been vacant. I put a little sign there that says she'll be back soon.
We'll return.
We'll return. Yeah. Not sure when, but
I've been really busy.
So, you have been busy between the barbershop and
it's good to be back.
Spin classes.
It's good to be back.
Good. I'm glad you're back.
I like it.
We've got some interesting things to talk about today. We have actually two organizations coming in to talk about different things. It's the holiday season, so we're going to talk about
love the holidays.
Well, we're going to talk about
Christmas
some holiday
is my
things.
favorite.
Stay with us. Be back on Connection in just a moment.
The scientists at Shell have created Shell V-Power Premium Gasoline, which actively cleans for better performance, helping make the roads more exciting to drive. Choose Shell V-Power Premium Gasoline, performance that excites. And now sign up free for the Fuel Rewards Network program and get a 25-cent sign-up bonus.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet, so that you know everyone is safe.
Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television. Our first guest in the studios today, one has not been here before, Linda Patterson. Thank you, Linda, for coming in and being with us. And John Burnside, who comes over to see us quite often. We're glad to have John back over here again.
Thank you for having us.
And we won't talk about what John said earlier, but anyway, we'll get into that later. Thanks for both for being here today. The holiday season is right upon us. Gosh, it doesn't seem like it. Halloween's over now. We're ready for the holiday.
I
Christmas,
know. When it hits Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas, it's like bam, bam, bam. The older I get, the faster it goes.
And you know what? Anymore, used to, as a kid, I remember you usually waited until Thanksgiving, and then you talked about Christmas.
Yes. No,
now,
not
Halloween's
these days.
over. In fact, they've got products in the retail stores before Halloween's even
I've
over.
got girlfriends that already have their tree up, just not decorated yet.
My gosh. Thank you both for being in here today. We appreciate it. We're going to talk about actually a holiday program that's at the Claude Parrish Radiation Therapy Institute, PARTI, where you sell ornaments and to raise money. Let's talk about that.
We're excited about it. This is our third year to do this.
Okay.
And so we're having an opportunity to sell ornaments that will be placed on a tree in our lobby, and it'll allow us to demonstrate how much the community cares about PARTI by buying these ornaments. The neat thing about them is that our individuals can buy them for $10 a piece, and they will hang on our tree through the holiday season. They can be an honor or memory of an individual. And we encourage people that you say, there's that individual, I have trouble buying them something every year. This is something that they will enjoy. They'll get recognition in the mail that you bought an ornament to go on our tree in PARTI.
Very nice.
Can we get a shot of that,
Yeah,
Jim?
those are nice.
Yeah.
Let me.
And then it shows your name.
Yeah, you put your
right
name
here.
on
Yeah, $10. That's nice.
that. Those are nice.
They're cute.
I mean, they're kind of unique the way they look there too. Linda, you are a part of the board, and how long have you been involved in?
This is my fourth year. I'm the president this year.
This year, okay.
So
you get to put
the buck stops here,
buck stops.
and it's all John's fault. So,
did he recommend that you be president, or just kind of put your name down? And
I don't know.
you might check into that.
We couldn't have a better one, I can tell you. She's doing
Linda
an
does.
outstanding
I
job.
know Linda
Thank
real
you.
well. Yeah, she's a good one to have there. So the ornaments are $10. Now all the money from this goes to PARTI. Is that correct?
It does.
Okay.
It does. And We do a number of things during the course of a year of helping individuals who have cancer. Obviously, the cancer treatments themselves are expensive, but there's so many other things that go along with that. We talked about this before we came in. Transportation is one issue that we oftentimes can help in. We've had issues where people need educational materials. We do that also. Wigs, turbans. There's a lot of different needs that we try to meet out there as individuals are going through their cancer treatments. And that allows us to be able to do that. The money that we raise will allow us to meet those needs. So many of them we can't identify until later in the year, but it allows us to do that throughout the course of the entire year.
Have you guys had a really good turnout with this so far?
Oh,
We have.
That's good.
It's as it gets closer to Christmas, it's pretty neat to drop by, and we invite anybody to drop by the lobby of Partai because the tree absolutely gets covered with angels.
Oh, that's
And
wonderful.
since they're in memory of, it brings back a lot of people you recognize, and it's in honor of. As John was saying the other day in meeting, there are more people now surviving cancer
Yay.
than passing away from it. And so that's, it's quite a struggle for these people, and I think it's uplifting for them to come in and see these names all over the tree with these little angels, and some of them are different, but we just think it's uplifting, and it's really nice to be able to help these patients out, because unlike other kinds of medical treatment, you're coming daily for weeks. And so if you live far out in the county, sometimes it's a little bit difficult and you don't feel well, and so we just think it's a great cause.
Oh,
We
absolutely.
just encourage everybody.
Absolutely.
These the angel. Do you have like different colors? Configuration? Are they all the same?
Well, they're all the little wood angels, and
Okay.
some of them have their arms up and some have their arms down.
It's a little different.
Yeah, we
configurations.
tried to get an angel that didn't look like a girl or a man.
Right.
So that
that's a good
we
idea.
John didn't like the girly angels with
No,
his name
well,
on
you know.
there.
She's cute, but I would call her a she. But
It could be. It could be.
It's whatever you
Either
think.
It's whatever you
Not
think.
going to argue with
The
it.
nice thing last year, I remember very, very vividly, we had an individual come in, one of our patients come in, and they were in a wheelchair. And when they got to the tree, they were just admiring it, and they looked up there and they saw an angel with their name on it.
Oh,
and
yes.
And it was just one of the more touching moments that I've had, really over the course of my career. And they said, "Well, where did that come from?" And an individual had given money and said, "I'd like to give money. Are there any current patients that might benefit from having an angel?" And we hadn't even said anything to that individual, but they saw their name on there.
oh, that's
And it really was not just a blessing to them, it ended up being a blessing to the staff. I mean, everybody, because it was a very emotional thing.
Absolutely.
And it was $10. And we'll spend $10 eating in the mall, Christmas shopping.
But to see that joy on his
Yeah.
face and to see that he
It
was
was awesome.
recognized,
It
I
really
can
was
imagine
awesome.
that was
Wow.
beautiful.
That's right.
How do we get one of these, and where do we order them or purchase
Well, we
them?
have flyers, and we're
Hold that flyer up toward the camera there, Linda. If you would, you just turn yours around.
like this.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
And we're taking them to groups and churches. There'll be some in the lobby at Partai. And you just come inside and put your name on. You can leave your money at the Partai desk on the back. You can list the people's names and addresses. And if you give in honor of somebody, we're going to send a thank you card to them and tell them that they have an angel on the tree in their honor.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Or in memory of somebody. So we'll need some names and addresses
Okay.
Very nice.
so we can send them a thank you card.
That's awesome.
And if you want to call our organization, call a facility, we'll be happy to mail you one, get one in your hands. I may even hand deliver it if you need it. So
That's very
we'll
This
make
is
sure they get to
wonderful.
people.
Everybody can afford $10, and it would really make a
Absolutely.
big
Yes.
difference to someone.
And it is the key. The key is I know people who I cannot think of what to buy them.
Yeah.
This is a great gift because
Yeah.
oftentimes we're looking for things that maybe go beyond what we do, or I don't need anything else.
Right.
So this is a neat kind of thing to give in honor, and if it's an individual that lives out of town, it's a great gift for them. You don't
is
have
a
to
great
stick
idea.
something in the mail.
Right.
We will send them an acknowledgement.
A knowledge card that says
Yes.
that
They
it's been
get
put
a-
on the tree.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's great. That's
Nice.
great.
And the thing about it, I think we lose sight sometimes of, the holiday season and the giving part of it and what it means. And many times you think about, well, you got to buy something expensive. You got to spend a lot of
Not
money.
the case.
But really, the little things like this is what
Right.
really so many people, it's just the thought.
Absolutely.
I did something for
Absolutely.
somebody, or they said, "Oh, wow, somebody did that for me." And it really is. I like that. I like this concept.
I also found a large group of people want to do something in memory of individuals.
Yes.
Right.
And they don't have to have cancer. This
Right.
is just an opportunity to recognize those individuals. And so we do have people come in and said, you know what, I just wanted to remember my mom this year. She passed away 10 years ago.
Right.
And so we have those individuals. This is a good way of being able to do that, knowing that, yes, there's an ornament on the tree, but that $10 gets used to help someone out through the course of the year who's going through a difficult time.
Absolutely. And if you didn't know somebody to recognize them, you could always just buy an ornament and you guys could put whoever's name
We'd
on
be
it.
happy
a
to do
current
that.
patient,
A current
that would be
patient.
really uplifting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great.
So you don't have to know anybody that
Yeah.
is sick.
We've got just a few minutes, and kind of, I think, if we covered kind of everything about the ornaments here, is there anything else? A little bit about part-time.
Yes.
Maybe people don't understand. We're so fortunate to have a facility like part-time. We got 4 minutes left. To have a facility here like part-time through the years, a lot of communities our size, we don't even have anything close or none that can actually treat people that have
Right.
blood disorders, victims that are people that have
Right,
cancer.
and a lot of
whatever.
people don't even know what it is. They're so wrapped up in their own everyday, get my kids to school and go to work life that, it's important to recognize what you guys do.
Yeah.
It's,
Well, Partai is basically Harrison's local cancer center.
Yes.
And it allows us to treat people so they don't have to travel. And when I came here 23 years ago, one of the things I wanted to do, coming from Little Rock, was make sure that people did not have to travel to get high quality cancer care.
Yeah.
That they can stay here at home. That we would allow to bring big time medicine or big city medicine to rural Arkansas.
And I always tell my friends, you can go anywhere you want and see a team of doctors and become diagnosed. And when they make a plan of action, you can say, I'm staying home in my own bedroom. So they will talk to Partai, no matter where those doctors are,
right.
and form a plan and take care of these people. And we're just so lucky that we can use that facility.
Sure, because
I think.
if you have to have treatments, weekly treatments, daily treatments, and it's
Right.
an hour away, so
Right,
it's
it takes that
great.
hour way out.
And the cost.
And the cost
big
of
cost.
driving or
Yes.
staying in a hotel.
Absolutely.
Now, gasoline prices are actually a little lower right now.
Right.
Thank goodness.
But we don't want that to be the reason that you stay. You say, oh, gas is high. We want to make sure you say, I want to stay here because the quality is here that you would see in Springfield, Little Rock, or Fayetteville. The quality, the type of people that we staff with are the same individuals you'd see at a much larger
That is amazing.
institution.
It is.
So,
It really
And
is
I have
amazing.
to tell you, they do have some really fancy, tricky machines over there. They can do things that you can get just about anywhere. It's really
that's good.
amazing.
We are fortunate to
Cutting
have-
edge things.
Yeah.
They
That's
can do
great.
that.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people talk about the facilities at Claude Parrish Radiation Therapy Institute and how fortunate we are for a town community our size to have state-of-the-art
It is
facilities to
state-of-the-art.
treat cancer patients. And
and that's the reason that we have a president of a foundation board. That foundation board is key for us to allow us to continue to grow. They look and say, what are the needs that you have? What are the needs coming up that you might see? And then they look for ways financially to meet those needs. And so they're committed to us financially to our success. And then that carries over to the community that we can confidently say, we're doing a good job.
So it's sort of an investment in
Yeah,
your future.
it really is, yeah.
In case you ever need the facility, it's a good one and you don't have to leave town.
we appreciate
so
both
much.
of you coming over.
Thank
we
you.
really do. The fundraiser event that they've got here is the Christmas ornament program. You can stop by and get a form there. Like Tabitha's got in her hand, you can pick it up. On the back of it, you fill it out as many names as you want to. It's $10 an ornament. $10 we blow in a day for nothing. You don't even remember what you spent the $10 on. So help them over at Partai. put an ornament up there in memory of a family member or friend, or just give it to them and let them put somebody's name on it.
Yes, please
You can
do.
touch a life of someone for only a small amount of money.
Absolutely.
Linda, good to see you. Linda
Thank
Patterson,
you.
thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
having
John
me.
Burnside, always
Thank you.
good to have you in. Thanks for the great work you guys, both of you, that you do. over
Appreciate
there.
that.
Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We're going to talk with a lady about another fundraising event that's important. It talks about kids in the holidays.
Start spinning, twisting, and pumping into a healthy lifestyle 24 hours a day at the Fitness Club. With all of the best equipment and personal trainers, you're ensured a workout that's fun, effective, and motivating. At the Fitness Club, you can enhance your glow, relax your mind, and refresh your body all in one convenient location. So what are you waiting for? Start spinning, twisting, and pumping your way into a new you today. Enhance your lifestyle and reach your goals at the Fitness Club, Highway 6265 North in Harrison.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has Auto Body Repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence. Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television. Dennis King, Tabitha Odegaard, thanks for joining us today. We appreciate it. As always, we have a blast coming in each week and having different organizations and individuals come into our studio to talk about various things, hopefully things that maybe you don't know about. If you do, we want to remind you of them. And this is the holiday season, and we've got another individual, Deborah Smothers. Thanks for coming in today. We appreciate it. Thanks for contacting us. And Operation Christmas Child is what we're going to talk about here
Yes.
today. And we
She's
appreciate
been on
you coming.
before. She is an amazing lady.
And she's looking pretty holiday
Yes, she is.
oriented
Get
here.
a
She
little
got-
red, get a little glitz going on, you know,
Yeah.
little bling.
Actually, I
You
have to
do
say,
that.
she was just talking about her hair and the fact that she's been doing it, and it looks like a great cut. I do hair for a living, and she's been cutting it herself. So, yay for you.
You did good. Okay, well, let's
All
get
right.
into this.
Operation Christmas. What is it?
Christmas Child, yes.
Operation Christmas Child is part of an organization called Samaritan's Purse. It was started in 1993 by Franklin Graham, and he decided that he wanted to collect some shoe boxes with Christmas gifts in it and send them overseas. He thought it would be a good idea. And so he just shared it with a friend of his who was a local pastor, and before he knew it, he had like 28,000 boxes.
Yay.
So he thought probably this would be, maybe this is something that the Lord was leading him to do. And,
Absolutely.
As of last year, we have distributed 113 million boxes.
Wow. That is a lot of boxes.
Is this distribution of the shoe boxes? I think I read on the brochure that you had attached to your email. Is this all generated in the United States, or is it also international?
There are, as far as the distribution of the shoe boxes, the distribution, everything goes overseas. There's approximately, I believe, 180 countries that we distribute shoe boxes to. Operation Christmas Child is really the international portion of Samaritan's Purse. Samaritan's Purse does relief work within the U.S. and overseas, but it's relief work. It really doesn't pertain necessarily to the shoe boxes.
How do the shoe boxes get there?
Churches at this time we're collecting between the 17th and the 24th. All of those shoe boxes are brought to a local area, like our shoe boxes that we collect for Boone County are going to go over to Mountain Home. From there, they will go to 8 different collection centers where they will actually process all of the boxes get them ready to ship overseas, and disperse them to whichever country they would go to.
I was reading on this information that you gave me. You can actually track your box. So if you gave a box, you could track it to see
You
where
can
it
track your
goes?
box. It's a fun thing to do. If they will go online and they will print the label online, there are labels that are attached to them. It'll say a boy or a girl. It will give, you have your choice of age group 2 to 4, 5 to 8. They give the age group there. And if they print them off online, they can actually track them just like you can track a FedEx package or something like that, and they'll be able to know what country the box actually went to. So,
What kind of things would they want in the boxes?
things that you would pack in a box would be toothbrush, toothpaste, toys, pencils, paper. Sometimes when the kids get pencils and paper, it actually allows them to go to school because they can't afford school supplies
Wow.
to be able to go to school. Hats, mittens, gloves.
The basic necessities.
The basic necessities. And some of these kids have never, ever had a gift. Never. Last year, I believe, when Super Typhoon Haiyan came into the Philippines, Samaritan's Purse sent over 2 cargo jets full of relief supplies. But what happened is Franklin Graham actually decided that he was going to send a 3rd cargo jet over with 65,000 shoe boxes in it.
Yay.
And so he sent them over there, and one little girl actually said, she talked about all the items in her box, and the thing that she liked the most was a scarf to be able to put on her head because all of the trees had been devastated from the typhoon. And she said it helps shade my head by having this scarf on. So
Absolutely.
it's just tremendous stories that come out of all of this that make me want to do more. I'm like, let's just get one more box, just one more box.
Now, do you do have footage of this, of the giving
Well,
the boxes, or no?
Yeah, they've got promotional stuff that they have.
Absolutely. If people will go to www.samaritanspurse.org, there are multiple videos on there that they can watch of actual shoebox distributions.
Wonderful.
They
That
may
would-
see them coming in. They may distribute them on yaks. They may distribute them on elephants. They may distribute them on camels. They may distribute them. Men go in with them on their backs to be able to distribute them to.
How neat.
a
And
lot
where do
of
we go to
countries.
see that?
If you go to www.samaritanspurse.org, they can click on videos. It will show them all kinds of videos.
Wow.
They can go on YouTube. They can see them on YouTube also. So
I wouldn't be able to hold my tears in. It'd be so sweet.
That is good.
Yes, it's amazing.
Question, Deborah, on that. Okay, so these boxes are put together in communities such as Harrison and surrounding areas.
correct.
Churches leading the way with gathering this?
Mostly yes.
Mostly churches?
Mostly yes. We've had First Christian get on board this year. They've done just a fabulous job. My church has gotten on board, which is Real Ministries, which is where we're going to be collecting this
Okay.
year. Real Ministries is right across from City Hall. It's at 111 Spring Street. We're going to be there from the 17th to the 24th. If people want to know the times that we're going to be open, if they will go to that same website, www.samaritanspurse.org, if they plug in Harrison zip code 72601, it will tell them the operating hours that we have.
Okay.
So-
they.
Do you have a flyer or something that you could put at offices or businesses around town for them to be aware of it?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So
we do.
if you'll leave us some, we'll
Yes,
get some
please, yes.
distribution for
I
you.
can
on
take
that.
those to
Or
the barber
drop them
shop.
off if you don't have any with
Absolutely. Or I can I'll email you some and we'll go
Okay.
from there.
Yes,
Very nice.
that'd be
To do
great.
that.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
you. The program, my understanding, is obviously it's a nationwide program. It's
Yes.
the communities all over the United States are doing this. Is
There
this correct?
are 100,000 volunteers in the U.S. alone. There are 500,000 volunteers nationwide. But there's, the volunteers. There are the people who volunteer to get the shoeboxes together, and then there are the receivers, overseas that are going to be able to distribute the boxes. Also, in each box is a little pamphlet about the Lord, and in that pamphlet, the children have an opportunity to enroll in a 12-week program in a booklet. It's called The Greatest Journey.
Okay.
If they
Wonderful.
choose to do that.
Okay.
And so there are people who are taught on how to go and teach this, and so there are multiple volunteers overseas besides what's in the U.S.
So if they didn't get that about Christ, what are the odds or the chances that they would even hear his name or know about salvation?
Probably very slim. I mean, probably very slim. There's been about 1.6 million children who have come to know Christ through this program. But whether they choose to enroll in the program or not, we want them to know that God loves them and He cares about where they're at. And when they're going through things like Super Typhoon Haiyan, they need hope.
Yes.
And sometimes that shoebox is just that little bit of hope
Absolutely.
that they have.
Absolutely.
So it's a small thing with a big impact.
Absolutely. Have you ever given a box personally to a child and seen them light up and all that?
I have not. I would like to go on a distribution.
Yeah.
That certainly is available if you're, like I am a full-time volunteer for Operation Christmas Child. I mean, I have a full-time job as well. But when you're an official volunteer, then you have access to different things as far as going in a distribution, which I want to do. I want to do. I'm just
Absolutely.
waiting to have an opportunity to do that.
Yes, that would be amazing.
The distribution points in these countries that you send it to now, are those people that are receiving these boxes, are they volunteers for the program, or are they government people? Or
They are volunteers
Okay,
for the program. As a matter of fact, I had gone to an International Connect conference for Operation Christmas Child in Orlando, and one of the people that was there that was sitting next to me was actually the Minister of Health of a specific country overseas, and he was actually very involved in Operation Christmas Child and getting these distributed in his country.
Okay. We got a couple minutes left here. I do want to ask one more time. So if we want to go get a box, we go to.
You can go, when we're there the 17th to the 24th, we will have boxes available. If you need a box, we'll have them available. If you just have a shoe box, it doesn't have to be the official little Art Deco box that Operation Christmas Child has. It can be any shoe box. It can be the little shoebox sized totes.
Okay.
The totes are really wonderful because the kids use them to transport water afterwards.
Okay. So it doesn't have to be your box.
No, it
So-
doesn't have to be
Okay.
the official, Operation Christmas
Very good.
Child box.
And you're going to have flyers around town, and then you have a website that they can get on.
Yeah. So
Right.
that's
The
good.
website is available. Also, if they look in the newspaper, there should be something that's going to come out in the
And we'll try to
newspaper as
of course,
well.
get the word out too for you. Okay. Well, we've run out of time. I tell you, great program, and you've been here in past years with us, and we appreciate you coming
And I
in.
appreciate you having me. It's
and
great.
talking about this. And if you haven't heard about it, it's called Operation Christmas Child. It's a shoebox full of items that might be small to you, but they're big to these young people, these children around the world that are in poverty-stricken countries and whatever. So if you could help out a little bit, Real Ministries right across from City Hall, they're going to have boxes there. First Christian Church will have boxes. And if you have any questions, can you call your phone number?
You can, 870-391-1080.
Okay.
If you need information, I'll be happy to help you with that.
Very good. Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Deborah Summers, is here today talking about Operation Christmas Child. We appreciate her coming in and all your time that you're putting into this program. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us on Connection. Hope you have a great week, and we will hopefully see you again next week as we venture out and connect you with all these organizations.